This is very interesting. So I don't know if you can see everything that's here. It's a fantastic memorial, kind of eclectic. You got the wooden cross. It's got got some carvings in it. No names or no dates though. You've got the plant right there. You've got all manner of little statues and trinkets. Back behind there, there's a bulldog statue, some angel statues. There's a rusty shovel right there with no handle. It's just sitting there. And some, looks like a couple upside down flower pots. Maybe they had a flower on top or something at one point. There's a little seating bench right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, seating bench right there. And I don't know who it belongs to. There's the wind chimes over there. Very eclectic. I've honestly never seen one like this before. And it's right beside sorry about that. This one right here, the Salmon's family. And you know, let's admit it, that's pretty much a high dollar memorial there. Beside that one. I don't know if they're related or not, but I just think that's so neat. By the way, don't forget to give this thing thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, Fat Puppy here, and I'm in Somerset, Kentucky. I know this is a little out of range for where I normally go to, but I needed to come here for a short while, and so while I was here, I thought I'd look around and poke around. Now, I don't know a lot about the cemetery or anybody that's buried here. I do know that this appears to be the highest spot, elevation, in Somerset, Kentucky. I can see downtown over there. I'm surrounded by houses. Actually, I'm surrounded by the rooftops. And so I'm just going to poke around and see what I can find. I do know that this used to be the burial grounds for the very wealthy William Fox family and their slaves. Now, I don't know if I'm going to run across them or not. So I'm just going to go with the interesting stones. And the first one is that one right there. Now that one actually looks like, just doing a quick look around, that it is in the highest spot in the cemetery. So in my view and in my mind, this is the highest spot in Somerset, Kentucky, and this is the stone marking it. And I'm going to get a little closer so that you can see what it is about this that got my attention. So first off, this belongs to Robert M. Bradley, who was born in 1810 and died in 1881, and his wife Ellen Bradley, who was born in 1815 and died in 1894. But what got my attention was this right here. This stone is erected to mark his grave, not to perpetuate his deeds, for they shall live when it is dust. I thought that was pretty cool. And then, just over the shoulder of this stone is that diamond-shaped one, and I'm going to take you over there. This is a very simple stone. Gloria A. Leake. Glorified 1902. That's all it says. And behind me here is a huge oak tree. I have to wonder if that tree was here before they even start burying people in this cemetery. This is a memorial to the Crawford family. This is a plot of, I don't know, 15 maybe, tombstones that belong to the Crawfords. I don't know if you can see that. Looks to me like the oldest of the Crawfords buried here, when I mean oldest stone, is from 1898. And that was a child that died at 2 years old. The rest are much later. But this is a very neat memorial, and it's at the entrance of the cemetery. I tell you, the weather up here must be really rough on these stones. There are a lot of these that are just almost impossible to make out. And I know up here now, I'm used to doing my videos in South Carolina. Up here, the weather freezes a lot more. So I think a combination of the weather freezing and people using bleach to clean stones, which is a huge no-no, but they didn't know it back then, makes it hard to see. Such is the case with this. It's just a neat tombstone to me. I'm going to try to read it. I think it says, Daisy Davis, 1865 to 1899 is what it looks like. I've noticed that a lot of times when I read these things, when I play back the video, I can actually see it better in the video than I can while I'm talking to you. Maybe you can see it. If you think it's different, how about leave a comment down below. Brooklyn Lee Smith, 1998-2008. I always liked the Stones with pictures. I just think they put a face to it. 10 years old. Man, that's a tragedy. I don't know what happened. I'm not able to look. I've never seen this before. It's the Zabel, I guess that's what they say the name, signature. Here's one that I thought was pretty neat. Say a stone, I think it's called sandstone, built mausoleum. It's got Louis Ramsey, 1864 to 1928, and Myrtle Ramsey, 1876 to 1924. Now this befuddles me. Look at all them rows of stones right up next to each other, back to back. And I mean, some even in the middle. I went over and took a quick look. I can't make rhyme or reason out of it, but I did see a couple interesting tombstones over there. Okay, so in the South, when you go to a cemetery or graveyard, you will see a lot of Civil War veterans, Confederate War veterans. Now, I've walked all over the cemetery. Granted, it's about 20 acres. I haven't been all over the cemetery, but this is the first Civil War soldier that I have found. Benjamin Ham, Private Company A, 12th Kentucky Infantry, December 9th, 1843 to April 11th, 1928. That's his original marker right, I don't know if you can see it or not, that dark one. That's his original marker right there. That's his military marker. And I'm assuming he's buried back that way. And this little baby is buried up this way. And that is a baby. Julian Sky Juarez, son of Tammy and Anthony. Born and died February 18th, 2007. I think I mentioned earlier, I do like to see pictures on the tombstones. That just gives, you know, makes it a little more personal. I don't like this one. Oh, I understand why they did it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for what they did. It just makes it a little more heartbreaking. This is a baby that died. Jaden Tyler Ray McFeely. July 15th, 2007 to February 4th, 2008. Lived to be about, I don't know, about 7 months. Someone's trying to give him some candy. But it shows a baby, I don't know if you can see it from there, but it shows a baby with oxygen going in this way and then wearing a University of Kentucky little hat. Also, I have a message for you, so just listen to this very next clip.
Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe.
And when you subscribe, there will be a bell that will show up on the right-hand side of the screen. Hit that and you'll get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you.